Okay, everybody, this is your video on meter signature, simple meter, and compound meter. So let's talk about the basics really quick. The idea that you can have whole notes, and if you cut a whole note in half, you get two half notes. They're just like fractions. And if you cut a half note in half, you'll get 2/4 because 2/4 equals 1/2. And if you cut a quarter in half, you'll get 2/8 because 2/8 equal 1/4. And you could cut the fractions any particular way. So on your midterm, you'll have various questions on the musical math, which is basically just fractions. But now when we talk about the meter signature, again, this is how we organize rhythms in a piece of music. So if we look at music, it has bar lines. So we don't just have a string of notes. We actually have bar lines which help us distinguish how these phrases are working. So here, this number says 4. The top number says how many beats are in each measure. So since the top number is 4, we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. If the top number is 3, we count to 3. 1, 2, 3. A half note is 2/4. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, and of course there's a rest. 2, 3. Nothing occurs there sound-wise. 2, the top number says 2, so we count to 2. 1, 2. 1, 2. 1, 2. 1, 2. If anybody's asking, well, what about these guys? This is split. So this quarter is split into 2/8. So this is going 1 and 2 and 1 and 2 and 1 and 2 and 1, 2. Now the bottom number determines the type of note that gets the beat. So in this case, this is saying 4 notes, 4 beats each measure, and every time there's a beat, boom, 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 we're going to assign that value of 1/4. So that's what we have here. 1, 2, 3, 4. There's 4 beats. Every time that beat occurred, we said it's a quarter note. If the bottom number changed, say this bottom number changed to 8, for 8, every time a beat occurred, we would say, well, it's not a quarter note anymore. Now it's an eighth note. So there's all different kinds of meter signatures. This meter signature says 2 beats in the measure. The half note gets the beat. This meter signature says 6 beats in the measure. Eighth note gets the beat. This one is 12 beats in the measure. 16th note gets the beat. So you can get all kinds of different things. We talked about this before. This means common time. This is just another way of saying 4/4. This is cut time. This is just another way of saying 2/2. Okay, so those are the meter signatures, and we break this meters into 2 various types, simple and compound. So let's go to the simple. In simple meters, as we hear the music, we sense that the beat is divided by 2. So if it's going 1, dum, bum, 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 there's the beat. We sense inside of that 1, basically a downbeat and upbeat. So when you're hearing 4/4, you aren't just feeling 1, 2, 3, 4. You feel within that 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. Some students think 3/4 is a compound meter because it says 3. Nope, because in 3/4, all you're counting there is 1 and 2 and 3 and 1 and 2 and 3 and. So right here, see, it's still quarters. You're still going 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. But each beat is divided into 2/8, 1 and 2 and 3 and. Now, simple means the beats divided by 2. Duple, triple, quadruple means how many beats do we feel? Do we feel 1, 2? Do we feel 1, 2, 3. What do we feel? 1, 2, 3, 4. So that's how we work with the simple meters. So as an example, let us go to look at some of the tone savvy stuff. And let's do rhythm performance. 4/4. Let's go easy. Okay. So let's take a look. Let's calibrate. All right. Now, when we look at this rhythm, how is this moving? We got to count to 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So this goes bum, 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 bum. Let's hear that. Let's do that again with me counting. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. Let's change that. Let's get some eighth notes in there. Let's see. Let's throw some eighth notes. I could go quarter, half. I go to double eighths. Okay. All right, let's try one of these. 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right. Let's see how this rhythm goes. We got to count to 4. Every time there's a beat, that's a quarter note. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, and that last beat got cut into 2. Let's hear that. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, and. Okay. We'll do it. 1, 2, up, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, and. Sorry, I should have done this. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, and. Okay, let's do this one. Look how this one goes. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, and. Listen to it. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, and. Okay, now that's 4/4. What if we had 3/4? Everything I'm doing right now is simple meters. Okay, let's go to 3/4. And let's custom that guy. Quarter, half, eighths. Okay, let's try 3/4. Calibrate. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, now let's look at 3/4. The top number says we count to 3. So don't go 1, 2, 3. It's 1 and 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1 and 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. So the top number says 3 beats in the measure. Bottom number says quarter note gets the beat. Here's the first beat. 2 eighths is 1/4. 1, 2, 3. Let's hear this. 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Again, 1, 2, 3. 2, 3. 1, 2. Good, and let's tap that. 2, 3. 1 and 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Do another one. Look how this goes. Count to 3. 1, 2, 3. 1 and 2 and 3 and. Listen to that. 1, 2, 3. 1 and 2 and 3 and. I can do that. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1 and 2 and 3 and. All right, one more. 1, 2, 3. This beat was divided into 2. The second beat was divided into 2. And the third beat was divided into 2. Each measure contains 3 quarter notes. There's the first quarter, that's the second quarter, that's the third quarter. This half is 2 quarters, and there's our last quarter. Let's hear this. I can do that. 1, 2, 3. 1 and 2 and 3 and 1, 2, 3. There we go. Let's try some 2, 4. 4, 4, 3, 4. Now we go to 2, 4. Let's custom that. Yeah, we'll keep that half in there. All right, some 2, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Right, now in 2, 4, the top number says 2 beats in each measure. Quarter note gets the beat. 1, 2. 1, 2. This is pretty easy, so I'll just do it. 1, 2. 1, 2. 1, 2. Okay. Look how this one goes. 1, 2. 1, 2. This second beat got split into 2. This first beat got split into 2. And this second beat got split into 2. Let's hear it. 2, 1. So you'll get the 2 beat intro. 1, 2. 1, 2 and 1 and 2 and. Do another one. 1, 2 and 1, 2. 1, 2 and 1, 2. Listen. I'll play it. 1, 2. 1, 2 and 1, 2. Let's do one more. 1, 2. 1, 2. 1 and 2 and 1 and 2. Bum 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 bum. Bum 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 bum. I can do that. 1, 2. 1 and 2 and 1 and 2. There we go. So that is your simple meter in a nutshell. You can practice your tone savvy with what I just did, the way I did it. And now we move to the compound meter. So in compound meter, what you get, let's find it. Let me review this real quick. Dotted notes. When you see a dotted note, it adds half of whatever the note's value is. So a half note with a dot is worth 3 quarters, because that's 2 quarters, that's 1 quarter. A quarter note with a dot is worth the quarter plus an eighth, because if you split the quarter, 1 quarter is 2/8. The dot says add half. So 2/8, that quarter is 2/8 plus that. Okay, so keep that in mind because you can see a lot of these various dotted quarter notes. Okay, let's get to our compound meter. Let's see. Compound meter. Now in compound meter, you're basically looking at 6/8, 9/8, and 12/8. And what happens with compound meter is the pulse. 1 and 2 and 1 and 2 and that's simple, but now in compound it gets divided by 3. So we're really feeling 3/8 notes. So 6/8 means each measure contains 6/8 notes. 6 beats of the measure, 8th note gets the beat. So this is kind of going 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Same thing with 12. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 6, 8, 9, 8, and 12, 8 are compound meters. And you can always tell you're looking at a compound meter because you're going to see 3/8 notes grouped together. There's 3/8 notes grouped together, 3/8 notes. If you don't see 3/8 notes grouped together, it is not compound. Here, this is 3/8 notes because that's 2/8 notes. A quarter is 2/8. These 2/8 plus that, that's an eighth. That's 3/8 notes. And this is 3/8 notes. Okay, that's how that works. But in compound, it's too hard to count to these high numbers all the time. So instead, what we're going to do is we're going to fix the counting. We're going to make the counting a little bit easier on us. So what we're going to do instead of in 6/8, instead of counting to 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, we're going to feel a bigger pulse. 1, 2, 3, da, 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 da. And the way we count on my chart here, it's 6/8 is still 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. So basically I'm saying here's the first group of 3/8 notes. Here's the second group of 3/8 notes. First group of 3/8 notes, second group of 3/8 notes. First group of 3/8 notes, second, etc., etc. So if we counted it like this, 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2 we get more of a feel how this rhythm goes. Bum 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 bum. Bum, 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 bum. So that's the first line. It's a lot easier to count that because there's always 1 and 2. No matter what the rhythm is doing, there's always 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. In 9, we have 9/8 notes in each measure. 9 beats. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1, 2, 3, 4. Every time there's a hand clap, that's an 8th note. But it's too hard to count up to 9 that way. So instead, count the groups of 3/8 notes. Here's the first group of 3/8 notes. Here's the second group of 3/8 notes. And here's the third group. Why are there 3 groups? Because now the number is 9. 3 plus 3 plus 3 is 9. So all we're doing is adding an extra little pulse. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. If this is 3, 4, this would be quarter, quarter, quarter. But since it's 9/8, each time there's a big pulse, boom, boom, boom. It's a dotted quarter, which represents 3/8 notes. So this is going 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. So no matter what is happening rhythmically, there's always 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, etc., etc. And finally we get to 12. And 12, we now have 12 beats. Every time there's a beat, there's an 8th note. It's 2 complicated to count to 12, so instead we're going to count the first group of 3/8 notes, the second group of 3/8 notes, the third group of 3/8 notes, the fourth group. So this goes 1/8, 2/8, 3/8, 4/8, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1/8, 2, 3/8, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Now in your book, instead of 1/8, 2/8, your book uses 1 la li, 2 la li, but that's all right. That's all right. If I were to split this first in the book, if I were to split this eighth into 2/16, the book is saying call this added 16th ta. So the book would say 1 la li. If you put a 16th here, it's ta. 1 ta la li. 1 ta la li. If you put one there, if you split this second guy, it's 1 la li. We split the second guy. The split is ta. 1 la ta li. 1 la ta li. If you split it here, and if you split the last eighth into 2/16, it's ta. So just be aware that that is in your homework. So let's do a little rhythm performance with the 6/8. Go to 6/8. If you can do it in 6/8, you can do it in 9/8 or 12/8. Go easy. Okay. So calibrate. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, now look where we're going here. You can look at this two ways. You can think 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Or you can think of it in the 2 pulse. 1, 2, 1, 2. Again, it's easier to think 1, 2, 1, 2. And if you think it like that, it's 1/8, 2/8, 1, 2. 1/8, 2/8, 1, 2. 1, 2, 1, 2. Now they're going to give you a 6-beat intro. Listen to it. We'll hear it. Listen to this. See that? 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. I think I can tap that. 1/8, 2/8, 1, 2. Next one. This is the full measure. 1, 2, 1, 2. 1, 2, 1, 2. Let's see how that goes. 1, 2, 1, 2. 1, 2, 1, 2. Okay, look at it. You could, if you wanted to, go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It's better to feel the smaller. 1, 2, 1, 2. 1, 2, 1, 2. 1, 2, 1/8, 2/8. Listen. Be aware that anytime you see a compound, 6/8, 9/8, or 12/8, you will see the 3 grouping. Let's hear it again. I think I can tap that. 1, 2, 1/8, 2/8. Okay? 1, 2, 1, 2. I would say 1, 2/8, 1, 2. Your book would say 1, 2 la li, 1, 2. Let's hear this. 1, 2. Again. can tap that. 1, 2, 8, 1, 2. Okay, one more. 1, 2, 1, 2. 1, 8, 2, 1, 2, 8, Listen to that. I can do that. 1, 8, 2, 1, 2, 8, Okay, so that is a little summary of everything we've talked about. I recommend you go back and look through the charts on meter, simple and compound. You do some of these practice exercises. And again, go back through the modules and look what I have. I think you can also go back to your book if you want and redo some of the show-its and know-its if you'd like. So again, hope you understand that. We will continue to do review the week after this. All right, enjoy it.